Forget about stuff, huh? DC Comics, we made it, we can break you.
DC Comics keeps forgetting its own characters, and it's a real problem. We're going to expose this trend by looking at lost heroes like Animal Man,
Wait a minute, you're the guy from one of the videos I react to with the YouTuber stuff. You're that one guy. You're that one person from Mo No Streamers. No. Clip Glove Club. No. That one flick something. Whatever that channel called. But yeah, I heard your voice before.
Smasher, and Coagula, and we'll dig into the confusing mess of retcons and reboots that are to blame. Kicking off our list is someone you might vaguely recognize, but probably couldn't tell much about.
Animal Man.
Buddy
Animal
Baker,
Man. I remember him.
A seemingly ordinary guy turned extraordinary hero, can tap into the powers of any animal he can think of. The flight of an eagle, the super strength of a gorilla, the underwater breathing of a fish. You name it. He's basically a walking Swiss Army knife of animal abilities, a living conduit to the red, the morphogenetic field.
What about can he mimic dinosaur abilities? Dinosaurs are animals too.
Connecting all animal life. He even had a critically acclaimed run by the legendary Grant Morrison, who took Buddy on a mind-bending journey exploring themes of animal rights, environmentalism, and even the very nature of...
Wait, insects too? Insects are still living creatures too. They're smaller, so they have special abilities too. So animals, insects, dinosaurs, mythical creatures. He could probably mimic mythical creatures too. I don't know.
Reality within the comic book medium, but despite this critically lauded run and the character's inherent potential for exploring relevant real-world issues, Animal Man just never quite cracked the A-list. Maybe DC thinks he's a bit of a knockoff, with other animal-themed heroes like Beast Boy and Vixen already established. Or perhaps his more mature Vertigo-era stories were deemed too niche for the mainstream. Whatever the reason, Animal Man, with all his power and depth, has been tragically relegated to the D-list, a forgotten hero in a universe that could desperately use his unique perspective. Next up is a hero who's definitely got the power, but maybe not the popularity, Atom Smasher. This guy is a literal giant in the DC universe, able to grow to the size of a skyscraper and packing a punch that would make even Superman think twice. We're talking about a hero who can trade blows with the strongest beings in existence. He's even been a member of both the Justice Society and the Justice League. But which Justice League, you ask? Well, his most notable stint saw him embroiled in the Black Adam and Isis arc, a morally complex storyline where he helped the JSA battle a rogue Black Adam, his former teammate, and a character Atom Smasher had a complicated relationship with. Despite these impressive credentials, his connection to Golden Age legacy heroes like the original Adam, his own godfather, and a fascinating, morally ambiguous turn, Atom Smasher consistently seems to get lost in the crowd. He's the ultimate team player, but he rarely gets the spotlight. Maybe he needs a new PR team, or maybe his full potential has yet to be unleashed. It's a shame, because a hero with this much power and this much history deserves to be more than just a background player. Ever feel like your favorite hero isn't quite the same anymore? You're not alone. DC has a long-standing
I'm back, y'all.
habit of shaking things up with their characters, often giving them entirely new powers, tweaking their abilities, or completely rewriting their origin stories. These changes can happen gradually over time, or they can be the result of major universe-altering events. Take Wonder Woman, for example. For decades, her origin story was unique and magical. She was sculpted from clay by her mother, Queen Hippolyta, and given life by the Greek gods. But then, in a major retcon, she was made the daughter of Zeus and Hippolyta, a demigoddess with inherent powers. And it's not just her. In the Absolute Power storyline, heroes like Fire, Ice, and Black Canary had their powers completely swapped with one another, creating a bizarre and confusing situation for readers. These changes can be exciting, injecting new life into familiar characters, but they can also leave fans feeling confused, frustrated, or even betrayed when a beloved character's history is altered beyond recognition. It begs the question.
Verizon's got a bonkers deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S25. Gemini, what?
Hang on, yo. I'm back, yo.
And injecting new life into familiar characters, but they can also leave fans feeling confused, frustrated, or even betrayed when a beloved character's history is altered beyond recognition. It begs the question, how much can a character change before they become someone else entirely? Now we're going way back to the golden age of comics, dusting off a character who predates even Superman himself, Dr. Occult. This guy is one of DC's oldest heroes, a true relic of a bygone era. He's a master of magic, wielding powers like astral projection, telekinesis, and illusion creation, making him a formidable force against the forces of darkness. Dr. Occult has seen it all, even teaming up with Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld, during the reality-bending crisis on Infinite Earths to fight off an army of shadow demons. But despite his impressive pedigree, his long and storied history, and his undeniably powerful abilities, Dr. Occult has become a bit of a ghost himself, fading into obscurity in the 1990s as superhero trends shifted away from the mystical and towards the scientific. He's a character ripe for rediscovery, a link to DC's earliest days, yet he remains largely forgotten. Maybe it's time for a comeback, Doc? The DC universe could certainly use a touch of old school magic. This Doom Patrol member was a true trailblazer, a character ahead of her time. Coagula, also known as Kate Godwin, as one of DC's first transgender superheroes and a lesbian, she represented a bold step forward for LGBTQ+ representation in mainstream comics. Coagula possessed the fascinating power to solidify liquids and dissolve solids with a touch, a unique and potentially powerful ability that unfortunately wasn't fully explored. Created during writer Rachel Pollack's run on Doom Patrol, Coagula was a complex and compelling character who dealt with real-world issues of identity and acceptance alongside the team's usual surreal adventures. Sadly, her time in the spotlight was cut short when she was unceremoniously killed off in the 90s, a decision that likely reflected the unfortunate realities of the time regarding LGBTQ+ characters in comics. While she did make a brief welcome cameo in DC Pride 2022, Coagula remains largely absent from the DC universe, a powerful symbol of what could have been and a reminder of the importance of inclusive storytelling. Remember that time the Joker, the Clown Prince of Crime, the Harlequin of Hate, had a sidekick named Gaggy? Yeah, it happened. And it's as bizarre as it sounds. This little clown dude, Gagsworth A. Gagsworthy, to give him his full, ridiculous name, was a product of the campy 60s Batman era, an attempt to inject some more zany humor into the Joker's already chaotic world. His name, Gaggy, is, well, let's just say it's not the most intimidating moniker for a criminal, is it? It's hard to imagine striking fear into the hearts of Gotham's citizens with a name that sounds like a punchline. We all thought he disappeared for good, banished to the realm of forgotten comic book characters, but surprise, he actually made a comeback in a later comic, proving that no character, no matter how silly, is ever truly gone in the DC universe. Still, with a name like Gaggy and a legacy tied to one of the most lighthearted and often mocked periods of Batman's history, it's no wonder DC's been trying to keep him on the down low, a footnote in the Joker's long and twisted career. This creepy Batman villain is like a walking nightmare. He can manipulate his size, control technology, and even shoot fire and electricity from his fingertips. He even had these freaky seeds that gave people superpowers, but with a deadly catch. He seemed to die in a self-created star, but then popped up again in Task Force Z, revealing his connection to Lazarus Resin. Despite all this, Mr. Bloom remains relatively unknown. Maybe DC's just too scared to bring him back. This teenage hero had the power to create rifts in reality, basically teleporting wherever he wanted. He was like DC's answer to Spider-Man, with a cool costume and a fun personality, but his solo series was cut short, and he's been bouncing around in minor roles ever since. He even helped Red Canary fight living statues during Lazarus Planet. But sadly, it seems like DC's lost interest in this dimensional hopper. Retcons are a tricky business. Sometimes they're necessary to clean up continuity, but other times they can feel like a cheap way to change a character's history, and DC has definitely had its fair share of controversial retcons. Wonder Woman's origin, Hawkman's endless reincarnations, the whole reverse Flash causing Flash's worst moments thing, it can all get a bit messy. Maybe DC's hoping we'll just forget about those awkward early versions and embrace the new and improved, or not versions. And the top spot goes to...
Hang on, y'all. My thing is, you take the character's whole powers and background, and a live action, I'm gonna say a live action, movie or TV show, a lot of people are gonna be mad. Okay.
The ever-revolving door of DC reboots. Crisis on Infinite Earths, 0 Hour, Flashpoint, The New 52. The list goes on and on. These events have reshaped the DC universe time and time again, sometimes leaving fans scratching their heads trying to keep up. It's like
Yeah, talk to me, y'all.
DC's constantly hitting the reset button, hoping to create the perfect universe.
But
maybe they're forgetting that part of what makes comics so great is the rich history and continuity. Okay, I know I said top 10, but I couldn't resist a bonus entry. Pandora was introduced in the New 52 with a ton of hype. Cursed for opening Pandora's box, she was on a mission to take down the 7 deadly sins. She even had her own solo series, but it was canceled, and she was killed off in DC Universe Rebirth. Talk about a fall from grace. It's almost like DC's trying to erase her from existence entirely. Want to see more videos like this one? Check out this video next. We're talking about the coolest superheroes ever from Marvel, and guess what? They're all the newest superheroes that they have to offer.
Marvel. But yeah, when you change the characters like background and their like thing, a lot of people gonna be mad. Text can't go away.
Click the video now.
Your video just in.
No matter.
Hang on, y'all. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time, okay? See ya.